exactly, a big
Bro,
player, Premier League player as well.
28 years. He's younger than all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, we usually have scares.
Why are you airing out?
I mean, we have
Sulia.
Hello and welcome, guys, back to Sulia. My name is Larry Gazy. On my right, I have Zul, the God. On my left is Joseph, aka Joe Lord. And we are here again to recap key events in the football world. We cannot start this without sharing our own tributes for the sad passing of Diogo Jota, 28 years,
28 years. And
Liverpool star. Joe Lord, I'm going to go straight to you, bro. Tell us about how you're feeling, how the news came to you. We woke up to it. How have you been coping so far, bro?
Honestly, I've not been able to process the whole thing well. It doesn't really make sense. You know. As they said, just 2 weeks ago, he got married. He just won Nations League, just won the Premier League, and his brother was also with him when they died in a horrific car crash. I don't know. How are you supposed to feel when it's surreal? Like, it's one of my favorite players. I saw a banner recently. How many times do we say just bring Jota on? Like, when we need a goal, especially against Arsenal. I remember there was one match I went to, Arsenal away, 2-0. I think it was in the cup. He scored some serious. He always scores against Arsenal. Always when we need a goal. I always say, why is Darwin playing? We need Jota. Like, it's very sad.
It really puts in a shift, honestly.
Yeah, since he came, and makes you realize he's more than just a good footballer. Like, everybody loves him for the kind of person that he is as well. They always talk about, even at Wolves, even his old team, even his wife. You saw the number of players who supported from all over, from Wolves, Jota. We have even Dembele. It's not because he's just a footballer. It's because they all felt that kind of, I don't know if aura is the right way to use.
And Joe Lord, you will continue, but just to add on to what you were saying, normally when somebody dies, we only say the good stuff about them and all of that. But Jota's own, it doesn't seem like one of those ones. It was like, there are some players I've always been saying that there are some footballers we all like. As Filiqueta used to say, is one of those players. No one has any qualms with them. And I think Jota, I don't know any football fan who say, I don't like Jota. And not just only on the human side, as a footballer. Yeah, I always say he's like one of the best bargains. When you guys bought him, he has delivered, more than delivered, honestly.
And he's always injured most of the time. But even you don't even realize that as much. Because whenever he's on the pitch, the impact is crazy. Like, I don't know.
And for somebody who puts a shift in as like a forward, for a small figure as he was, I was always admiring that for the kind of player. Zoo, tell us some more of what you think about him. How did you get to hear the news, and how are you also processing it?
So even just to piggyback off what you said, Jota was amazing header of the ball, even though he was so small. Like the timing of his jumps and then the heading ability. Charlie, even bigger strikers don't even have that. They're not as lethal as him in the air. So, and also he was two-footed as well. He could score with any foot. So for me, he was one of my favorite players in the Premier League. I'm sad to see him, even though I didn't like when he played against Arsenal, because like Joe said, he scored against Arsenal a lot. But yeah, definitely sad to hear the news. I woke up to the news. I think most of us woke up to the news here that Jota has passed.
Why did it happen in the night? Because I heard it right when I woke up.
Yeah, it was
Ojo is the one who put it on the page. That's how I heard it.
Yeah, I also heard it from him. I don't know.
It was I think it was at dawn. Yeah, they were going somewhere and they had a car crash.
Right, Charlie. And also, bro, on the human side, it's not just him. The family side.
Family.
You and your bro. How? I mean, normally even one person, it takes a long time to get over. You're losing two sons, two brothers, two friends.
Breadwinners of the family as well, Charlie.
But I heard Liverpool will pay, fulfill the contract. So.
But yeah. I mean, it's good. And I like how Liverpool has honored. That's one thing that I always said I kind of like about Liverpool. It kind of feels like a family, that club, They've even retired his jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have not confirmed.
Yeah, but they will.
Something
20,
they want to do.
Yeah.
20, number 20 helped us win the 20th.
So
it's... you see what it is, I can't believe it. I can't believe we're saying Jota is dead. Because
I think it's when the season starts and you're like, oh my god, he's actually not here. That's when it will like it will sink in, yeah. But till then, like Joe was saying, because it's off season, it feels like oh Charlie. But when they start the season, and you know how the first game of the season is going to be a sad. It's the first game at Anfield,
I'm not sure.
but the first game of the season period. But then also the first game at Anfield is going to just be sad. Like, and I think the thing about this is that is one the way he died, because clearly it's like his time was cut short.
Tragic,
and it
man.
can happen to anybody. But
Try,
also,
I mean, speaking of anybody, remember Mikel Antonio had a
exactly
crazy car
yes,
crash
Yes,
that we all thought that. So it can literally be anybody.
Can
Bro,
be
how many
anybody.
friends have we not lost to car crashes?
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
I can feel for those like the football players who are closer to him. We are fans, so
Yeah.
I mean it hits home still, but I only can relate from the angle of friends that I've also lost to like
Exactly.
car crashes, you know.
Exactly.
I'm like, man, this is not this is
Exactly.
Doesn't
But yeah,
make
it
any
is
sense.
life, I guess.
C'est la vie.
Yeah.
And he was, I feel like he experienced certain highs before he died, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Winning the league, being instrumental,
Yes,
the
yes,
UEFA what was it called?
Nations
Nations League,
getting
Married. Like, bro, he was on life,
very
man.
key player. And even for Wolves, before he left Wolves, I mean, he
One of
and
the best
Jimenez,
players.
like they were amazing for Wolves. So they won the championship trophy before they got promoted. So he was part of the team that brought Wolves into the Premier League. So I mean, it's like every club he was at, everybody's feeling it.
impact,
Because
yeah.
aside from just his talent and his quality as a player, it seemed like he was a very nice guy.
It's a good
He
guy.
looks like a goofy lad. I think
Yeah,
I saw some
He
everybody
videos.
likes
liked
FIFA a
him.
lot. Even the
Yes.
celebration.
Yeah.
You know, he was FIFA number 1 on weekend league for like 1 weekend.
Yeah, I heard he was like one of the best FIFA players in the world. Yeah. So it's just a crazy. I mean, people are connected to him in so many ways. I mean, I saw a video of some guy who was playing him on FIFA like in the AM the nights before a Liverpool match or
Match,
something.
yeah.
And he's like, I just lost to
To
this
Diogo Jota.
Diogo Jota. Like, what's going on? You know, so yeah, definitely a big loss for the football community. And I think another thing is, how often do we see players die while they're playing?
Star players.
Rarely.
Yeah.
Exactly. A big
Bro,
player, Premier League player as well.
28 years, he's younger than all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, we usually have
Why
scares.
you airing out?
I mean, we have scares. You know, you remember what happened with Ericsson and
Yes.
some other, less, for lack of a better word, lesser known players. You
Yeah.
know, like De Bruyne's friend and things with that. But this is like a star player at the top of his game. So it's- I mean, people die every day. It's just crazy that this one can actually feel it. Because
Yeah. And like I said, it's the way he died. It's the way he died, and how it's something we can all, because other people die maybe a heart attack on the pitch and things, but most people don't play football and will not have a heart attack on the pitch. But this is a car crash. Everybody sits in a car at some points in the week. So
The human in us cannot
yes,
relate.
it's very close to home. So I mean, RIP to him and his brother. I think people are not mentioning his brother enough. I mean,
It's only because I don't know.
obviously
him.
because we don't know him. Yes, down there. But I mean, RIP to both of them.
also a
And
player.
To
you
their
see.
families, to his wife,
family,
man. His
yeah,
wife who could
yeah.
dream a future with this man.
Three
you know.
young kids.
Charlie,
Because I
all
saw
that,
he and his wife were together from early. Like
Yeah. I mean, these footballers all the time. Huh?
like they stuck together like same couple from
When he
at
started
least-
playing.
more than 10
Travel
years.
with him everywhere he has gone to, I guess.
It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, rest in peace to him.
Charlie, rest in peace to his family, to his
The thing doesn't make sense, Charlie.
other professionals, the players, to Liverpool fans. This is from Sulia.
Diogo.
Let's move on to a lighter note so this doesn't get too drab, I guess.
Yeah.
Pogba is back in football.
Yeah.
Monaco.
La
You are a
Pi-
big fan. Tell us how you feel.
La Pioche. I mean, I can't start smiling after I've been so sad, but so we all saw Pogba crying. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I think I was just watching an interview today, and he said that you don't see him crying often, so we should savor that one. Because he was just thinking about how he lost his career, the doping, 4 years, but we're all here when we did that video, like, Charlie. So Pogba's career is over, will he come back? Maybe he's going to Saudi. So I like how he played it. You know, he
Yeah.
waited patiently for a right move, and I think Monaco is a good
Yeah.
it's a good fit because they are getting new players as well. So let's see. And are they in the Champions League? Correct me. if
I
I'm
think they're in
wrong.
the Champions League for next season. Yes.
So at least
We can only look forward to see what he has to offer.
Yeah.
The Club World Cup is going on, but we'll move to that a little later. We can speak a little bit about what's happening behind the scenes, transfer window. A lot has been happening. Arsenal, he signs Zubimendi. How is that looking?
Is
I
it
mean-
to replace somebody or
So first of all, the Zubimendi news has been. They started reporting it like
It doesn't seem like news anymore.
Thanks to
right?
April or
Fabrizio.
May or something. It's been a while. Like
Thanks
everybody
to
has known
Fabrizio,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody has known that it's gonna happen. But they, obviously, because he had to play Nations League, and then even with the passing of Jota, I think they were planning to announce it that day,
Oh, wow.
but Jota passed, so they had to delay the announcement by a few days. So, even with all of that, it's just. I think Arsenal fans are just happy to finally see something happening in the markets because we've been linked to so many players as it is every season. So, but yeah, I mean, with respect to your question about replacements, I mean, obviously there's an Arsenal player who has left the club recently, Thomas Partey. But I think at the time that Zubimendi was signed, Partey, we were still in discussions
trying
with
to get his
Partey,
deal?
trying to work out a deal with him. So I guess the initial plan was
To also have
Zubimendi
him as
and
well.
Partey. But I think once the conversations broke down with Partey, then they went to take this guy Norgard from Brentford.
Brentford.
So now it's going to be Zubimendi and Norgard. So,
So Norgard is an Arsenal player now.
I mean, they haven't announced it, but according to Fabrizio and Ornstein and these guys,
Fabrizio,
it's
you know.
looking like it's going to be announced eventually. So, I mean, it's I mean, for various reasons, as some of us know, for the news and everything, I think signing Norgard is not a bad deal, but it's not the kind of now football fans, we like glamorous deals. We want you want them to sign like I don't know if you're signing a DM right now, you want to hear a name like maybe Bruno Guimaraes or one of the PSG midfielders. You want to see those kind of
Some
signings.
star players.
But, I mean, come on, how often will you be able to make those type of signings? So I think for the short term, Norgard is a good signing. Zubimendi is an amazing signing in my opinion.
He snapped Liverpool last season.
Slammed Liverpool and has moved to Arsenal. So
Talking
his
about
wife-
grand signings, Gyökeres, it seems like that one is
Gyökeres,
close.
yeah. It's looking like I'm seeing. See, I don't know. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but it's been I don't know if I've ever seen a player. This is just based on reports from Fabrizio and everybody, but I don't think I've ever seen a
This
player like
Fabrizio guy, okay.
bend. He's like bending his back to like he really wants to move to Arsenal. I
How's
don't know if
that
he's a
making
fan.
you feel?
I mean, you get some pool. It's nice.
You
'Cause
feel
I
like it's
know-
because of that? Don't you feel like, hey, if you're there, you see that's like too much of an upgrade, and maybe you're thinking, because sometimes when the players they flex more, okay, then it makes you want them more.
like I mean,
He really wants it. I
You-
am
you
hearing
can see
reports
that
that he
he's-
don't get girlfriend or because he wants to move to
Yeah,
England.
dog
and
his
shit.
girlfriend.
That's
He
what they're
does
saying,
girlfriend
that
for
he's
Lisbon.
leaving
He
his
wants
girl.
no ties to Lisbon.
yeah.
I don't know how true that is.
I mean,
but
we
that
don't
was
know,
some
but
banter
I
and
heard
all
that he's categorically told Manchester United
Arsenal,
no.
nothing, yeah.
It's Arsenal that wants to go to. Apparently, he's taking a £2 million pay cut to move to Arsenal.
He
Like he wants to
needs the
force the
move.
deal. He wants to move to Arsenal so bad. And for me, I like it for footballing reasons because I feel like if you are so desperate to come, like he wants to make an impact. He's 27. Like this is the last big move of his
Fine.
career.
Yeah.
It's like if it doesn't happen for him, and his whole career, if you look at his career journey, it's like he's been through the mud, bro. Like he's worked his way to where he is now. Like Coventry, he was at Brighton, they were not playing him. He went to Swansea, Coventry. So now he's gone to Sporting. He scored so many goals. It's looking like, according to the reports, looking like he's going to Arsenal. So I mean, if he can come and make it happen,
But Arsenal need a striker, so I guess you'll be happy. about
exactly.
it.
Yeah. Me personally, let me just put it on record. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not too convinced by his game based on the clips I've seen. Like he gets some Banku touches, be like
Somewhat.
he reminds me of Lukaku. Like
I mean, I was
They
listening
run
to
some
like
really, like,
analysis of him earlier, and I mean, on one side, people were saying that he's like ready. It looks like okay, you
Yes.
know what you'll get from him.
Exactly.
There's no time, and that's where Arsenal is. So
Yeah.
he's like tailor made for
Yeah.
Arsenal at the moment. And then also he's lived in England before, so there's not going to be habitation, adaptation
understands the
issues. And
language,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just gonna come in and then
I think the problem for me, let me speak for myself. For me, as an Arsenal fan, is I want Isak. Everybody wants Isak. But I know Liverpool and Arsenal fans are the ones who want Isak the most. So it's like Isak is the guy that my mind is on, and Gyökeres is not Isak at all. At all. However, he seems to be a good goal scorer. So hopefully he can
And
bring
it's a
them the
different
magic.
profile for anything you have right now.
Exactly. Yeah,
You
we don't have
understand?
any
So
player
it
like
kind of
that.
feels like the Delap move, but an upgrade. Like in terms of like that's how it feels. I'm not an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
But it feels like it's kind of like what the Delap thing looks like for
Yeah,
us because we
yeah.
need that type of striker. And you also need that type of striker.
Exactly. Yeah. So I
But
mean,
speaking
But
of
was
that,
there at any point where you wanted Benjamin Sesko or you never really was up for that?
I wanted him more
Yeah.
actually because he's younger.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like he has more room to develop. Like we said,
Do you have time?
Jokeres is ready. But Sesko, they're mentioning
Like the
close
ceiling is higher, sort
yeah, the
of.
ceiling is high, but they're mentioning close to 100 million.
but
Apparently, he was
it's
asking,
German clubs,
he was
eh?
asking questions like, "So if he comes, we'll have it sit down and, bro,
Say-
you have to know, like, Jokeres is like, bro, me, I'm here. Forget that, like Havertz. Why you even the fact that you're asking about Havertz means you don't rate yourself like that because how can you even consider that Havertz will start ahead of you? Havertz is not a striker, so why are you worried about Havertz? So if you really believe yourself as a striker, bro, come on, you know.
I mean, someone can also say he wants to make sure that he will play.
No. There's no making.
I get
Make
what
sure
you're
with their
saying.
performances, you know. So Jokeres is showing that kind of like mentality where it's like, I
I'm
don't
the
even
guy.
want. Apparently, he's asked for the number 9 shirt and things like that's Gabriel Jesus' number. He's like, bro, I'm coming to be the striker and I'll come to score goals. And for me,
That's the kind of
that's what I
vibe.
want to see. That's what I want to see. So because of that, that's the only reason why I'm like kind of switching to the other side. But I mean, initially I wanted Shesko because the ceiling seems to be higher. So
But
we'll see
ever
what happens.
since your club made all the signings, I mean, you've not had a bite on your take on your signings so far. It seems like you guys, Kekes and the rest, Charlie.
Oh, I mean,
How
yeah,
does the
I
look?
was hearing some other name.
Who's that?
I forgot his name, but some expensive player that you guys are still looking at, even after signing all these
no,
guys.
Isak.
Maybe it was Isak. Maybe it was Isak. They are still looking
Still want
at
a
Isak.
striker. Yeah.
Jesus
Obviously,
Christ.
we want a striker. And I hear we still have money to spend. So.
Especially now that, Jota is no more. And there's a hole to fill. So,
Like, isn't
Wow.
that life so sad? Like, we need to.
Like they say,
we need to move
life
on.
is that's crazy. Like, life will actually move on without you, Charlie. It's crazy.
Regardless, I
But
mean,
I mean,
we'll always
football is
remember
football,
you, but
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
we need already. Obviously, we need a new striker already.
Especially now, it's even more.
Now, dear, we have to get.
You have
a
to,
striker.
absolutely. Yeah.
And speaking of strikers, you spoke about Liam Delap already, but there was this move that came out of nowhere. A player I wanted for so long, João Pedro.
Oh, you wanted him.
I
So you think
wanted-
we landed a good deal with that
Of
guy?
course. I mean, I like João Pedro. Maybe he gets hurt a lot and all, but when he's on the field,
Even in that small
He's a
cameo,
menace,
you could
like-
see. Yeah.
You see, my problem with João Pedro is I feel like there are lots of strikers. Like he's that Gabriel Jesus type
He's a
of striker.
menace.
Like he's a menace. Like he's very hard to defend. He
But
has,
he's also
he has
can
the
score.
takers. They can all score, but they don't score enough. Like
Oh.
João Pedro this season, most of his goals were penalties, and he was missing crazy. I'm like, how did you miss? Like Darwin Nunez kind of. Maybe
Darwin,
maybe
yeah.
Nunez is not he doesn't contribute as much to the gameplay and the build up and everything as Pedro and Gabriel Jesus and maybe Jackson Safe, like those kind of players. But it's like if I'm signing you as a striker, bro, I want you to be better.
22 minimum.
Yes. I want, like, bro, score some goals, make I feel like yes, it's nice when you're doing the flicks and you're holding up the play. It's nice. But bro, score some goals, man. Charlie. So that's how I see João Pedro, but let's see.
I like him as a player, honestly.
I like him a lot too. Yeah.
Me, him
I
over
like him a
now
lot.
down any day. But Chelsea, Charlie, I heard you even want more players. Like you're
bro.
still trying
It's-
to buy. They mentioned some other players.
You know,
Can we talk about this foolish Madueke news? you as a Chelsea fan, please tell me what you think.
Okay.
Power to the people.
You know, say I'm the one here who pretty much is soft on my Chelsea players because I like Jackson, I like Madueke. However, where Arsenal is, right? Unless maybe they are bringing him as a backup
Still.
to Saka.
Still.
And then expected that Saka will play most of the games and then Madueke will play cup games.
But
I think
what
the
you
Sterling
look at
move
this
didn't
player?
work. But also, I don't think Madueke is as bad as you make it
Charlie,
seem.
please.
No, it's not because I'm trying to sell.
Look at Pedro Neto and look at Madueke. Just look at the difference in these two players. Like, just look at the same team.
No only on his day, but again,
Come
if
on,
you're a
how
player
many
that
days are
you call
these?
your day, it is a pressure problem day.
Because, as I'm saying, look at.
You don't like it.
I'm not a fan of this
Bro.
at all.
Larry, you have Pedro Neto on your team. That's a winger. Then you are talking like Noni Madueke is in the. Can you look at the levels, bro? Like, Hisha, let's just be real. Like,
I would like keep him by me. He'll be third. How things are looking, he'll be third. He'll be third option on the right.
Estaval
I think Estaval is going to come in as
He's
the
a
second
real.
option.
You see, we saw
I
him at the
think
Club
it's
World Cup.
unfair to him to
That's a real player.
put him into the Premier League to start, because if it doesn't
So
go
it'll
well
be
in the first
Neto,
game,
Neto,
Neto the start.
Estaval.
I have a weird idea for what I think my front three should look like. I think Cole Palmer should be false 9.
Hey,
Yeah, I've always thought so.
Where does he play normally? Number
Or he
10.
play
10.
10 hole or right. Now he's been experimenting him on the left.
That one doesn't work.
Yeah.
You should stop that.
Charlie Madueke.
And maybe he's trying to see if Esteval is firing. Can he make that sacrifice for Cole Palmer? I think that's one
You
of
see,
the
the
reasons
problem,
thing is
I don't like that thing at all. When you are such a good player, they think that, oh, you there, let's play. No, you have to
your
put him
best
in his,
position.
yeah.
down to there. I just
Because
think
if Esteval, I don't know who will be on left wing.
if Esteval there, the left wing, Pedro Neto can play there, Madueke can play there.
I was about, so where is Madueke? Charlie, he should move on.
The
But
thing
ask
about-
him how.
You see, the thing about
Who is
Madueke,
recruiting there?
like, more. So my thing about Madueke is, like, he reminds me of Garnacho, Martinelli. You see that kind of player where you can see the ability, like, they know how to play
they're thinking
football,
of
but the
blades.
brain doesn't work.
That's Rashford for in that category.
No, Rashford is better, but he has those bang bang me moments.
Yeah.
But Madueke, Charlie, if you watch this guy, like you do think,
What are you trying
like,
to
what
do?
are you doing?
You guys leave my player alone.
No.
He scored a hat trick.
How many years ago?
No.
It was just last year.
But
It
you
was
see,
even this year, man. Look how long ago it was.
but you see, the thing is, he
What was last year?
it was last year. The thing with Madueke is, like I'm saying, if you're looking based on just ability, like he can play on the left, he can play on the right, so he can be a backup for Saka. We saw how many injuries Arsenal had in the front line last season, so he can fill in with some spots.
Madueke will be good for your Instagram, bro.
And did you see that video where he FaceTimed Ruby Rose? I said, hey, this boy.
Flyer of South up live, bro.
Oh my god. So
Mandem
yeah,
FC president.
I'm not happy about it. But then again, Arsenal have made some signings in the past where I'm like, Charlie, what is this? But they kind of worked out. So I'm hoping
Like
this
who
will be
have
one.
it? Chelsea, I'm
like,
wondering how do they sell these players?
Bro.
No,
How?
Because they are mentioning
even before the Todd Bowley era, even
Chelsea
this
have
guy,
always been good at selling
Marina era
players.
sells.
How?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
Negotiations.
Some dead players.
I don't know, bro.
You sell them for high wages.
I think right now the key to we being able to sell is being able to not give the players high wages, so it doesn't put too much pressure on the buying club. You the bab. So right now, Madueke is not going to be able to
Apparently
say
he's keeping
commanding.
his same wages.
Yeah, he will keep the same wage.
But they are talking about 50 million and things. I'm
Like,
like,
from Madueke.
come on,
Bro,
bro.
Nothing
Madueke
Madueke.
ain't that bad, bro.
He's that bad.
He ain't
Larry.
that bad.
He's bro. If you get that 50 million, like go and buy Semenyo or something. Like
Yeah.
I would 100%
Bro,
prefer Semenyo over.
honestly, it's because it's Bournemouth and Chelsea.
No.
But I feel like they're the same level.
No.
Semenyo then-
Other players, they
at all,
Bournemouth.
at all.
Other players,
The
they
thing about
Bournemouth.
Semenyo is two-footed,
Yes.
and his ball striking is amazing. He
And his
shoots like
strength.
crazy.
He's so strong.
He's fast. He can play across the front three as well.
Madueke's left foot is a one, though, bro.
Charlie, Larry,
The
please.
one way we know they see the match.
Like when they won the Premier, not in Madueke, he's not starting for. If Chelsea's full 11 day, he not go start. Are you serious? Pedro Neto. Like
But
just
I mean-
look at the level, bro.
Charlie, me, all I can do is trust.
So if you
Give us some money, my nigga.
if they buy
We
him,
need money right now. We need money. bro.
because
We need to
Chelsea they are
sell.
notorious. They sold Mason Mount. They sold Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
But we
Like
go manage sell them all.
they'll sell all these draft players. Oh gosh.
Because I say right now we get like 11 attackers on the books.
That's crazy. So
bro.
if you sell them, yeah.
For
But they
sell.
honestly, like, they are good players who, like, let's not get it twisted. Like,
Decent.
they are good players, but oh no, they are
Decent
good. They are good.
players.
But Charlie, how you sell some of them is crazy, bro. I don't understand
Yeah,
it.
then they try. Then they try. Then
Who
they
As
they
for,
try?
as for
They're
the
selling
business side, they are very good at
try.
it.
Chelsea's a well-run club, honestly.
I don't know how well run, but
I mean, talking about signings, there's something I
Serenity.
heard. I don't know if you guys heard it. Nico Williams is staying at Atletico
Yeah,
Bilbao.
signed 10 years.
10-year deal.
Yeah, yes.
That's
After Barca
crazy.
Barca fans wear the boy jersey or the poster plus Barca jersey or
That means
somebody play out they wear out jersey.
Means you will stay there for like at least another 5 years.
10-year deal.
That's crazy. That's
Saying
crazy.
that he always wanted to. I think he wanted a Barca move. There's also reports that Barca feels like he used their name to finesse a good deal.
Oh, I said nowadays it's normal in football. Like, nowadays it happens all the time. So,
Don't you think he really wanted to go to Barca? Because I think he did.
I think
Barca will
part
come
of him,
calling you have to go. I think Barca just couldn't afford it.
part of him,
Umini
part of him definitely wanted to move. But the thing about Bilbao is their players love to stay. Like Bilbao rarely sell their players. Like more, they have so many players who started and retired with the club.
Especially when you're from the Basque
Exactly.
area too.
And then with,
feel like
with their whole, his brother is there.
those people, like, I'm sure they feel very grateful
indebted to the club too
and
as well.
maybe
Yeah.
connected to the club. I feel like he wanted a Barca and Barca just couldn't pay. I think that's
And the people also gave him the money. So if they're giving him the money,
why
then
not?
Make I just the.
I'm already a star player, so you know.
I mean, yeah, it is. Well, congrats to him, I guess. And
Guys, let us
all the
know in the
best.
comments which of the signings so far are you impressed with. Which one are you looking forward to for your club?
How's mine bought anybody else?
Man, you.
Cunha.
Cunha. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think-
I heard the Mbwemo one is still in the
He's
West.
still in the works.
I'm hearing that Kudus wants to go to Spurs. So I don't know how true.
yeah. We should
I'll
say
have to
that.
wait for
I heard he
Fabrizio.
says Spurs or nothing now.
I
I
saw
think
I
he's
think-
that eager for that.
I
I'm
think-
sure because he wants to stay in London.
He definitely wants to stay in London.
Champions
Definitely wants to leave West Ham. Champions League is also there, and then also
Is Tottenham in the Champions? Oh, they won the
Europa, yeah.
Hey,
And then
they
also-
get bargaining chip.
Also, I think at the moment Spurs are like the biggest club that are in for him. They are showing the most seriousness out of the big clubs. I think clubs maybe like next year or something was when, because then I think he would have 1 year left.
I'm sure
in
he
his-
probably would have loved the Chelsea or Arsenal deal, but he's not taking
Oh yeah,
Saka.
Chelsea,
he's not taking
Arsenal,
Cole Palmer or
Liverpool.
Estevao.
It doesn't matter. At least he can go and prove his worth. But I've seen like West Ham fans on Twitter. they
What are
did
they
this.
saying?
They did this some more.
Serious.
Yeah, because you know like how it is moving from a London club to another London club with some way. So they are upset that he's the way
How
they're
many
saying.
years does he have on his contract?
I think he has two or three left. So it's like
And they could try and
But
milk
he has
something.
played what, only 2 seasons.
has played 2 seasons. Yeah. So if it was a 5-year deal, it means he has 3.
But last year wasn't his best year, if I'll be honest.
No, it's
He
a
had-
Oh yeah, it wasn't his best.
People
wasn't his
Gary
best.
and teams.
Oh,
But we still the red card. You remember the red card where he
Yeah.
goes slap guys? Yeah, I mean,
He took on the whole space. It's funny you go and play for space now. That's crazy.
well, all the best to him, Charlie.
Yeah, we are recording this days before the semi-finals of the Club World Cup kicks in.
Kicks off.
Zoo. So far, the upsets way they hit you more. I think Man City Etihad was the club.
Al Hilal.
Al Hilal is the one that hit me more, and the Inter Fluminense.
I think the Al Hilal one wasn't a surprise, that much of a surprise to me, because City, I think, already coming off of the season that they've not been at their
They
best.
did.
And in even these tournaments, they've been like a
Okay.
little, nothing has really stood out. And they have a lot of new players that they're trying to like embed into the team. So it's definitely going to take some time. So I wasn't really surprised by that. But I think there have been some good games. I'm not a huge fan of the Club World Cup. The only thing I like is just the opportunity to watch
Other teams.
like these other teams, Brazilian teams come up against European teams. Like it's really cool to
The
see.
African teams that were in there for
The
a
African
little
teams
bit.
who came to say it hi and they left like
What's the main thing you don't like about the Club World Cup?
I think it's
So
just
what happened to Musiala?
exactly
That's
the
what we don't
timing. Like this time of
Just
the
think of
season.
Arsenal nowadays.
Oh no. If I feel like if Arsenal was inside, I wouldn't be pleased at all. Like I would not be happy because I mean we just heard that Madrid are asking to postpone their first game of the season. Charlie, it's
Would
not.
they share their money with it?
You see, oh.
When they were getting
But
the
like-
80 million, they didn't-
But
They
these
have to give up
things
back.
may have like an
Whoa,
effect
so
on
you
you
have
in
to
the next season. Yeah, so
pick
it's
your
like
poison, whether you like money or you like health.
exactly. So
one of the
and
two.
because of the money,
What do you
everybody's
like?
playing
I
their
like
best
money.
players.
Because I'm not playing.
Because of the money, everybody's playing their best players. So you have to play your best, your full 11.
That's
so.
why I like it. And I think the semi-finals will be fun. Semi-finals into finals because
But what do you think about Chelsea's road to the
I think we'll
semi-final?
win, bro.
What's happening? How are Chelsea getting this far?
Actually, I mean, it's the upsets. Like there were so many upsets that a lot of big teams
But
fell
why are
out.
they the ones benefiting? Look at this conference league too. They
We'll
just
win the cup.
I mean, already the conference league was Sanquas, and they gave them like the path of least resistance.
Tournament football, they are not they count anything out. We will meet PSG or Roma, we will score them. Something will happen.
Chelsea.
We'll win. Yeah.
Well,
So you're playing Palmeiras now.
No, we have played them.
I mean, you're playing
Fluminense.
Fluminense. Fluminense beats.
Inter.
Wow.
yeah, so it's definitely not an easy game.
Yeah, but we'll win.
No, but for Chelsea,
I
if they
expect
see
Chelsea-
Fluminense,
I
they know
expect
By the time you
it's
are watching this, we've probably won, you guys, and you say I said it.
I expect Chelsea to win, but by the way, we'll be live streaming the semi-finals. So
Yeah, you guys
stick and stay.
Watch
with
along,
Sulia.
bro. You should
And the
watch. You
final
should stay.
too.
It's so fun. It's so easy
Yeah.
to go. Join in the conversation when we are having this. live stream watch-alongs, both
Actually,
games
like the live
all the
streams,
way to the finals.
They're
Yeah,
interesting.
lovely.
So yeah, and also we have to mention the second game, Madrid PSG. I think that would be a good game. You mentioned Musiala. I mean, I was watching it live. And I was like,
Wow.
bro, that's like
Breaking
you see
leg,
the
a
accent.
different
You see,
story.
usually when these things happen, they don't show a replay. So it didn't look like
His leg was broken.
his leg was broken.
And
They showed the
showed
replay and his leg was just hanging. I'm like, damn, that's
For
crazy.
somebody who's gone through an injury and it's a muscle injury, I know breaking leg is a different
ACL,
level. Like bone, Charlie, that one could take a year, bro. Those
No,
things,
but they're
long.
reporting that he
Now,
made
4
it
to
back in
5
like
now.
January, February. There. So
Modern medicine. I think they have the best of literally.
Yeah.
You had the surgery like the next day.
But coming
Charlie,
back, there's the coming,
and
then there's the
mental part,
Charlie, bro,
the
it's not easy.
psychological.
So-
did you see that? I have to mention Alfonso Davies was streaming the match live. Like, I mean, he's injured, so he can't be with the Bayern team, but he was streaming. Like, he was doing a watch along basically online, and so when it happened, like he was losing his mind. He was screaming like, "Oh my god, no!" Like, cause that's his
I'm
boy.
glad I've still not seen it.
Yeah,
'Cause I
that's
don't
his,
like
that's
seeing
his
those
boy,
kind of
Charlie. That's his boy, and his
Well,
leg was hanging. Bro.
And the way the injury happened, it wasn't even a foul. Like, play
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
playing.
I've always said
They realized
the
that
biggest
guys-
reason I am for footballers getting the money that they get is because of the risk.
The
involved.
risk, yeah.
They deserve all of that, bro. Football nowadays, you on a professional level, you go
On any
Charlie,
level, honestly.
Yeah. So the final will be on Sunday, 7 p.m. So Fluminense or Chelsea versus Madrid or PSG. So we'll see what happens.
Who do you think will be in the final?
Madrid.
And
Be in the final. I think Madrid Chelsea.
what about you?
Madrid if then see Cup, they're crazy.
That's
But
what I'm
Chelsea
saying,
go win. Me, I know Chelsea will be in the final. The other one is either PSG or Madrid, but yeah, I'm tipping PSG because of the year they've had.
PSG have gone crazy this year.
I think PSG can definitely win, but it's just, Madrid and finals, bro. Like, or Madrid and the fact that they see Cup.
they
Charlie.
no go Chile.
How about you, bro?
We all know that by some hook or crook, majestic, elastic way, Chelsea will make it to the final. But they will definitely play against. Honestly,
I
I
think
don't know.
whoever they play, it will be hard, but I feel like it will be harder against PSG.
Yeah, definitely. Because PSG have run through everybody. Like this season, they don't care who.
I'm
they
actually
play.
tip Papa.
To be fair, they had Bayern. I think Bayern have been the closest to beating them. Bayern had the better chances until Musiala got injured. You see that like it shook the Bayern players, and then
PSG took advantage. Even the time they scored, it was later on in the game and all.
PSG had 2 red cards too. So
So, guys, join in the conversation. Let us know what you think about the subjects we've discussed. R.I.P. Jota. Good luck to Paul
R.I.P.
Pogba.
Jota.
Charlie.
The Jota on there, Charlie.
It doesn't go together,
It's
but
not
Charlie, it is
like
what it is, bro. At all.
I still haven't deep it that much.
man.
Like I know he's dead, but I can't. Like he's dead. Like what do you mean?
yeah. The season has to start before
Doesn't
it will
make
hit
any
everybody.
sense.
Like, hey, crazy. So yeah, that's life.
So
Charlie.
yeah, guys, let us know what you think about the transfers, the Club World Cup, and also make sure to join our watch-alongs when we do for all the games in the Club World Cup and more in the future. This is Sulia. Subscribe, like, share our videos.
Sulia.
Sulia.
Leah.
We out.
Sulia.